9197 Black Wolves in YouTube. This is your boy Tyler 9197, Witcher 9197, Black Wolf 9197, or 9197. Back with another video for you guys. And this time I'm about to go ahead and give you guys my review of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, y'all. And if you guys don't know how I do my game reviews, it's pretty much simple. I used to do like a first half, no spoiler, give my pros and cons, and then give my overall rating of the game, what I think about it, and then that's when I usually go to spoiler, which you will see when I have a siren on the side to let you know I'm going into spoilers. But anyway, alright guys, so the plot of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is this. You play as Chloe Fraser. You guys should know who that is if you play Uncharted 2. She was like one of the main characters on that one. And then her and Nadine Ross, which you guys know her from Uncharted 4, when she was in there dealing with the Drake brothers. And the plot for this one, between these two, is that like you guys are working together, which of course anything Uncharted, to make some big bucks, going to these expeditions to make some money. Like that's the main reason doing it. So Chloe is working with Nadine to get this artifact, this Indian artifact called the Tusk. And the Tusk is ancient artifact that just pretty much just worth some money. I'll just leave it like that, just worth some money. So so with that, so Chloe and Nadine are working together to get this Tusk to make some bank. But with this one, guys, just like any other Uncharted game, it's not just easy as far of the task at hand of what they're trying to do. So what I'm trying to pretty much say is that, in every Uncharted game, there's always something wrong with these expeditions. So there is this man named Asaf. He is this evil, brilliant, evil, brilliant man. Yo, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much explains it itself, who just cares about getting a Tusk to use it for his own devious deeds of what he's trying to do. And so with that, because that's a problem with Chloe and Nadine, because they trying to get the Tusk for money, and Asaf is trying to get the money, to get the Tusk for money, but of course he has his own agenda. So pretty much the plot of it is Chloe and Nadine work together to get the Tusk before Asaf, and basically try to get their money. Basically, the Tusk is their money, and that's their main plot of what they're trying to do in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, to get this artifact to make some money. And that's basically the plot of it, really. So enough of that. I can go ahead and go to my pros and cons of this game, which I would say really I have really no cons for the game. It's probably one particular thing, but of course I'll get to that in a second. So my three pros I could go ahead and give Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, guys, is the visuals. It's just stunning. Like, this game is so beautiful, y'all. Like, it's really a beautiful game. But of course, like, it's the same engine when they were using when it was for Uncharted 4. So the quality of Uncharted 4 is definitely in Lost Legacy. Like, it's just stunning. It's so beautiful to look at the things in the world that you're in. The second pro I got for the game, guys, is the combat. Like, the combat is like really fun, y'all. I love the combat in Uncharted. It's just so much you can do with it, especially with because with Nadine on your side, y'all can do like a tag team attacks, like combos, like a Chloe punch, then Nadine could punch the other enemy. Like, it's just so many things they do with that, and of course with the gunplay and all that stuff. That just in the game, like, it's just so fun. Like, it's so many things you can do. Like, you can do your takedowns. You could just be stealthy. You want to go guns a-blazing. Like, just all different types of stuff in Uncharted that you could do on there. Like, it's just so fun. And I guess the third thing I could go ahead and give for a pro, y'all, for this game is, I can say it, the cinematics. The story. Like, the story is interesting, y'all. Like, I would say, like, for this side story for Chloe and Nadine, I expected to really enjoy it like heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that I didn't think this game would be bad or anything, but I did expect that I was going to enjoy it a lot more than I anticipated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Compared to the other Uncharted, you're playing as Nathan Drake. So going here and playing as Chloe and Nadine's story, I didn't expect too much from it. Probably, I did expect it to probably be, a little bit interesting, but not this detail of what the game is. Like, I really enjoy it, from the cinematics, from the story, like what's going on. Like, you will be engaged throughout the whole entire thing. And that's basically all of I say for the pros. Now let me go to the cons. If anything, for the cons, y'all, I really don't have nothing really bad to say about this game, but I'll probably at least give it probably like 2 cons that I have in this whole entire game. And honestly, they're not even that bad, but like still, like overall, I have no problem with this game. Alright guys, so for the first con I could go ahead and give for Uncharted The Lost Legacy is it's just a short game. Like, that's straightforward. It's a short game. But I would say, even though it's a short game, you do get, like, what I'm trying to say, like, I feel like the game is lengthy enough for what they wanted for The Lost Legacy. If that makes sense right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's short. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I feel like the length of what they wanted for the game, it was good pacing for the game of how it began and how it end. So that's why I kind of feel like I wish it was a little bit longer, but the way that they executed the game, I feel like it was perfect for the length of how they wanted for the game. But me personally, in my opinion, I wish it was just a little bit longer. But overall, still a lengthy game. Enough. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Alright guys, and the second con I can go ahead and give for Uncharted is that, honestly guys, you're stuck playing as Chloe. Like, that's literally it, y'all. Like, you're stuck as Chloe. You cannot play as Nadine, which I would wish that was an option, honestly, especially later on during the games. And there was another character on there too, which I'm not trying to really spoil, especially, not yet, if you guys haven't played the game, of course. But yeah, like, that's the only gripe I had about it. I wish, like, you could switch between Chloe and Nadine, but you just stuck with playing as Chloe, which is nothing wrong, because I mean, I enjoy playing Chloe as her character, but I kind of wish that sometimes I want to play as Nadine, play as her, but you didn't get that chance. You just play as Chloe throughout the whole time. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I wish that was an option. You could play the different characters. Alright guys, so I explained the plot. I talked about my pros and cons. Now I'm going to go ahead and give my overall rating for the game. Guys, honestly, from just playing this game, how much I really enjoyed it, and by the time, like I said, you watching this video, I already posted part 5, the finale of Uncharted. If I had to give Uncharted The Lost Legacy 1 out of 10, y'all, I would give this game a solid 9 out of 10, y'all. It was absolutely a great game. I love every bit of playing this game. Like I said, I have really nothing bad to say about it besides just a few things of, like, for not being able to play as the characters and just a short game. Really, that was it. But overall, I give it a 9 to 10 for what the story that you're getting. You're gonna be interested of, like, what's going on, what you're doing, and all the cinematics, all that stuff. Like, it deserves the 9 out of 10. I probably gave it a 10 out of 10. Maybe it was just a lengthy, the story was just a little bit longer, and a little bit more stuff that I could have done, but at the same time, like, I know there was a lot of different stuff, like collectibles and stuff that I could have got, made my game experience a little bit longer. But honestly, when it comes to Uncharted games, I just don't really care too much about collectibles too much to really want to do all that. But still, like, that's still not a bad thing though. Like, but, like, I still feel like I got the most out of the game from my experience playing it than feel like I had to go get all the different collectibles and stuff, because that was really my thing. I feel like I got the most of my experience of playing the game, like how I wanted to play it. So, like I said, I feel like it deserves a 9 to 10. And if you guys have never played the game, I highly recommend it. Definitely go ahead and play it. It's worth it. But alright guys, now I'm about to go ahead and go to the spoilers. You guys will go ahead and see the siren right here to let you know I'm about to go to spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled, you know, leave in a few seconds because I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time. Alright, time for the spoilers. The spoilers, y'all. Let's talk about the spoilers. So for this one, I feel like I just gonna go like the certain highlights from the game that that just interests me, you know, whatever. Just interests me. Like that's pretty much it. So I think one of the first things that was interesting was how Sam Drake appeared in the game. I honestly did not expect that. I thought it was kind of interesting that he just kind of appeared in the game, because I feel like his story from how the ended for Uncharted 4, I didn't expect him to make an appearance. So I thought it was kind of cool to see Sam. And then I feel like Sam was definitely a good addition for this game, because the comedy side of him was there, and just the jokes and stuff between him and Nadine. It was just overall a good time when he was there, because he bring the entertainment later half in the game. And I feel like it definitely was some good moments with Sam being there and just him just being goofy. Like it was just awesome time. But another highlight I could go ahead and say is like I definitely I feel like I could have said that I probably could add it like once I do the video part, kind of add my little text on the side, whatever. But I would say I did really enjoy the bond between Chloe and Nadine. They really had a good friendship. Well, I could say friendship for the most part, even though they were just working as colleagues, you know what I'm saying? Like they were just working just to be professional, to get the money. But still, I feel like the bond that they grew during the game, you can really see it, and that's really true friendship. And I feel like I like the bond what they have in the game, because they made the game just much better that way, of them like being friends and just really try to go get this tusk together as just friends. So I feel like I really like the bond that they have and they share in this one. And another thing I could probably say for the spoiler is that, like, man, y'all, I love when we I love when Chloe and Nadine was fighting a Solve, y'all. Like that, man, when that last fight, boy, like they was going at it, y'all. Especially me, y'all. I was going at it fighting that Solve. Once you watch part 5, like I was going at it, like, cause one thing about Chloe and Nadine, they got the hands, y'all. Not only that, they are beautiful women, they got them hands. Like, do you understand? Like they go fight. Especially Chloe, she like, whoo, and Nadine too, like they be boxing, y'all. Like these women are dangerous. Like I said, looks are deceived. Looks are deceiving, y'all. Don't let them looks fool you. Like they be boxing, y'all. And I love that. I love about them that they show, like, not only they look good, they can box, and they show care. Especially Nadine. She don't play no games, y'all. She don't play no games, man. But also, I would say that from the ending and stuff, how I also did like how when I said Noe. Oh, I meant to say Chloe. I said Noe. Like, who's that? Who's Noe? Alright, but when Chloe went back to the Indian girl, and how what was it? They had pizza. Yes, she made that promise to bring her pizza next time she meet again, and that's what she did. So I enjoyed that moment. And then it was funny how when Sam talked about it, like another expedition that they could go to, whatever. And then like how the girl said, like, shut up, you ruined the moment. And Sam just like, okay, and eat some pizza. I feel like that was just a good moment, just really funny and things like that. But hopefully, honestly, like, I do hope that maybe they might make another Uncharted, and like it could be like a Lost Legacy 2. I don't know, like I would love to see that. I don't know about you guys if you like a sequel to it, but me personally, I would like a sequel to it. I feel like I'd like to see more with Chloe, Nadine, and even like, hey, even Sam join along the ride. They could be the three best friends going on these expeditions. Like, I like to see a sequel. I mean, a sequel to that. But I don't know. I don't know if you know, I mean, there's gonna be more for Uncharted, but hopefully there do be. Like I said, it don't necessarily have to be another Nathan Drake story. Like it just literally be Chloe, Nadine, and Sam. I would like to see that. Like, you know, hopefully Sony thinking about something to doing that, maybe, but we will have to see. But alright, Black Wolves, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like for Uncharted Lost Legacy, guys, I would like to say that, do you liked it? Do you hated it? Do you even cared about it? Please write down below. But of course, guys, if you were, like I said so many times, if you want to say spoilers, talk about spoilers and things like that, let people know down the chat that it's a spoiler that you about to say, because I don't want people to get spoiled if they haven't played the game, like, you know, obviously. So I'm saying, please, like, you know, if you want to talk about spoiler to me, please write down below and say it's a spoiler, so people won't get spoiled for, you know, wherever you say. But like I said, this is the end of the video, so please go ahead, hit the like, follow, and subscribe. And I say this all in my other videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys, the Black Wolves. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they can go ahead and join the Wolfpack, because everybody's welcome to the pack. And now, guys, I'll definitely say stay tuned. I know I said this in about past other videos, but still, stay tuned for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity walkthrough, y'all. So I'm so ready to play that game for y'all, and yeah, that's my new game walkthrough for y'all. So stay tuned for that, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, I love y'all. Peace. God bless y'all. TGDS 9197 out.